The Marlins last night, they lost to the Philadelphia Phillies. I was irrationally upset about that loss last night, Leroy. It felt good to be a baseball fan again. I didn't see you text back and forth with me and Robbie last night. Why was that?
Because one, I had my phone charging while I was in the jacuzzi, so it was far away, but I saw the light going off. So when I looked over there, I saw, here comes so-and-so. Here comes the big old meatball. And I just put it back on the basket.
So you didn't even bother to see
No,
what the rest of it was?
I didn't bother. And then I checked the score and I'm like, yep, meatballs were served.
Oh, it's just I was so mad yesterday because, you got one thing that's as sure a thing on this team than anything, and that's Sandman. You got your ace, Sandy Alcántara. He's one of the most durable pitchers in all of baseball. Guy will go the distance with the best of them. So, he's kind of going through. He's not having his most dominant game yesterday, but I think what really establishes the greats are, even on the days you're not the best,
make
you
it work.
Still work through. You make it work. Exactly, Leroy. You make it bleeping work. And so yesterday, Sandman, he gets to the 8th inning, right? And he is, starts off with a little bit of a funk. He starts off with back-to-back walks to start the inning. You're like, all right, it's not great. So maybe he's getting a little bit tired, but they get the bullpen starting to warm up. Gets JT Realmuto up there, former Fish. Gets him to hit into the double play. All right. Gets 2 outs. So there's a runner on third, 2 outs. They come in, they take Sandman out. I'm like, what are you doing, Don? Got this Didi Gregorius coming up. He's going, typical righty-lefty matchup. I'm like, dude, that's Sandman. I know that he's up there in pitches. I think he was like 115 when they took him out yesterday? 113 they took him out with pitches yesterday. But if you're going to trust anybody, when things are a little adverse in those situations, you're not going to trust him? So they bring in this Okert, throws up a frisbee right up the middle, first pitch, tie game. I'm like, thanks a lot, Okert. Really showed some resistance there. I hated it. I hated it. And Sandman was freaking out in the dugout. He was like, he took his glove, was bashing all of the water bottles, and the broadcast was like, looks like he's upset about those 2 walks to start the game. I'm like, no, he's not, dude. He got the double play.
Like, how could you be at the game and feel that way?
I was like, he's not. What do you mean? What is he? He's upset they took him out. Don Mattingly would say this. Don Mattingly sitting there, he's like, I was surprised, we even got to that point. Speaks to the greatness of Sandy, and I never want to take him out. I'm like, well, then why did you? Why did you, Don?
You know what I hate? I hate, like, you have those situations right there. And the thing I like about Jack McKeon was he just felt it. He didn't, there was no sheet. Right. There was no, you could throw 70 pitches. He don't look right. Right? You could throw 120 pitches. Still looks good. I mean, he did, the old school guys don't have all these analytics and these numbers. And they just kind of look at the game, see the flow of the game, and make decisions based on that. And I think so much, especially in baseball, it bothers me to no end that when they make a move like that, and then the commentary or the commentators try to justify it with, some type of stat, right? And I'm like, no, just look at the game. Like, get a feel for the game.
Have you ever heard of it? It's like back-to-back walks. You ever hear? Double play. Pitcher's best friend. Okay, it's like erased. Gone. Took it away. Runner on third,
but
2
it's
outs.
That guy, though. It's that guy. That's your guy.
I know. Like, what are we doing?
When do you get to the point where you can have a conversation with him? Has he earned it to where he can say, let me get one more?
Definitely. Come on.
You know what I mean? But that's
with how deep
that's
that
my
guy goes
point.
in the game.
Like, Like, come on, man. Tampa Bay lost a World Series to this nonsense. Right? I'm tired of seeing that baseball. You're not smarter than everybody. You don't have special numbers that nobody else has. Play baseball.
I definitely want to lose a game with a Kurt on the mound rather than with Samuel. What are we talking about here?
Right? Well, look, we just finished saying a week ago, right, that maybe Jimmy didn't shoot the best of shots, but that's who I want.
Definitely.
Wait, well, why we can't do that in other sports? We do it in football. Oh, I want the ball in this guy's hands. Oh, I want to make sure we get him some opportunities. But in pitching, I don't care how great the pitcher is. You just look at a number and take him out.
It's just one of these things where it's like, okay, if he goes up there with Didi Gregorius, gives up a hit, I'll live with it. If he goes up there, I'm never gonna say after that situation if he gives it the hit, oh, Sandman was clearly tired.
Right.
That's what he does. He goes deep in the game. This is not Trevor Rogers out there. All right. This is not some young gun out there. It's not Eric Cabrera out there. This is what Sandman does. He takes the horse hide and he goes deep into games. Okay.
But here's my thought. Who's gonna put in the game better than Sandy? I don't care if he's tired.
Oh yeah, I felt great when they brought Anthony Bass in. I was like, oh,
like
awesome.
But I didn't even need to watch the game because here's what I saw. Here comes a meatball.
Yeah, because every time he pitches in the ninth inning, he's gonna give up a meatball. Like that, you can't put that guy in the ninth. And then they were saying this after the game. This was another thing that was annoying because Minervini's like, yeah, bullpen was really beat up from the weekend. I'm like, what are we doing? So he goes and gives you the typical game that you want from your ace. He's gonna give you 8, and you're like, you know what, Sandy, 7 2/3. That's enough for you. Huh? I was so mad. And by the way, Jesus Aguilar, I mean, he never left that dugout after the game. He was like, was in disbelief. He goes, what just happened? Why did we lose that game? And by the way, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna tell me, oh well, if this is the playoffs, we let him go. Dude, this is your playoffs, all right? You're 4 games under 500 last night, and you're taking on a division rival on the road, and you have your ace on the hill, and you're trying to bounce back after you lose your win streak gets snapped. You go win that game. You don't give up Sandman games to somebody else. So dumb.
That's the one thing that bothers me about baseball. I remember when, I was younger, they give the ace the ball and say, you go do ace things, right? Now it's so caught up in how many pitches, how many this, what happens, because here's the deal. With your ace, if you should happen to make a run at a World Series, when it gets to crunch time, it's like the star. It's like Jimmy Butler playing 48 minutes, right? And with pitching, they don't ever do that. They don't ever say, this is our horse, we're going to ride or die with him, unless he looks like just looks tired, then we running with him. I don't. What point do you get when you're 20 games under 500? Then you're going to try to dig your way out of it. I mean,
I don't get it. Yeah, I thought it was so silly.
I just hate I get having the numbers and being able to make an educated guess with the numbers, but there's certain players. It's kind of like the player that you allow to play a little banged up versus the player that you sit until he's 100%. Like, you got to get a feel for that. You understand the type of player, what he's capable of, what is 75% of that guy.
There's a reason it's like the Heat you said. Like, there's a reason Jimmy Butler, you can have him go out there and play 48 minutes, and you couldn't have Kyle Lowry do that.
Right.
Like you can't. If this is a young guy who is like, second year in the league, if this is Trevor Rogers and he's getting up to 120 pitches, okay.
Well, yeah, I could get a young pitcher or whatever, but not Sandy.
This guy, he eats innings like they're Tic Tacs. This is what he does. Hated that yesterday from Don Mattingly. I hate losing to a guy named Reese Hoskins. Doesn't even spell his name right.
Reese.
Where the hell's the E's in his name? Why does he spell it with all consonants?
What is he? How does he spell it?
I think it's Rhys.
That's Reese. I've seen that before.
I've never seen Reese spelt like that before.
Yeah.
That's a stupid name.
And it's not the Y. It's pronounced like I, you jackass. You know
I don't
that.
like it. I don't like it. You know what?
You lashing out. You just
I am lashing
you
out. You're
supposed to
right.
be
I am
lashing
lashing
out.
out.
You're supposed to be lashing out at Don Mattingly, not the other pitcher.
I'm just like, look, dude, here's the thing with Don Mattingly, all right? Guy's been the Marlins manager for nearly a decade, okay? Why? Why?
Because
They
the
haven't been
team
good.
here. For the same reason
Is he
why
just
I
nice?
say, wait, you ready? The reason why Don Mattingly is still the manager is the same reasons why I'm so reluctant to get rid of a quarterback on a bad team. Right? We always look at the quarterback and say he can't get us over the hump. But you have so many problems, it's actually hard to evaluate him. The team has to get to a certain level of good before you can make the determination that he is not managing the way you want him to manage.
But Leroy, who in the history of sports? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who in the history of sports these days gets 7 years with this record?
The teams that are bad.
No.
Because
but who gets a management position? Who gets to have that coaching record?
But
with 7 years like that?
Because one, if one of your players or a guy you played with, a guy you have a relationship with, is the guy that's deciding on that, and that was Jeter.
He's been here before Jeter.
I understand that, but once
he
Jeter got here, that's 5 years, right? And Kim Ng, what is she gonna do? Like, it hasn't gotten to the team is not good enough for the manager to make that much of a difference.
Doesn't do anything to help because he's just sitting there. Just you know what he's doing? He's just sitting there going by his book. Just sitting there going by the book.
Why are you calling Don Mattingly Adele of baseball?
It's just like, what are we doing? Give me a little spark.
When is a manager ever that important?
He's just been sitting around here. What this?
That's what they do.
Day and age. This place used to fire managers.
Who used to smoke a cigar?
Oh yeah, Jack McKeon.
Right.
This place used to go through managers. You'd shake it up. Well, Don Mattingly, he's just sitting here fat and sassy every year.
Now let's be fair. Before this regime, you did have a very impatient owner.
Oh my God. I was just listening to Levitar when they had Samson on, and Samson literally was just explaining how they basically got this Dan Jennings the job for spite. I was like, this is who was running, because they said basically they either wanted to get Dan Jennings fired so they could expose, because apparently Dan Jennings had the ear of Loria, so they either wanted Dan Jennings to look like an idiot to Loria so he'd stop getting their advice, or they could just not deal with him on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, that was the guy that was in the front office. He never only coached high school.
Yeah, he was the GM. Yeah, he was the guy who said wins are like the donuts. You like him so much you want to keep eating him. That's what he said after a game. That's who was managing the Marlins at one point.
Remember we asked the question, could he do a bad enough job where he lose both jobs? Yep,
sure did.
And he did.
Apparently David Sampson was telling Levitar, he's like, that was the plan. That's what I wanted.
Now, let me ask you this. With all what you hearing, are you surprised that they didn't have success?
Nope.
Because, the one thing I love about the Heat, right? Every decision Pat Riley makes, every decision that the organization makes is about winning. I can live with that. I can live with whatever you're doing if you think that that's what's going to help you win. But when you hear organizations talking about other stuff, decisions made that have nothing to do with winning. This guy didn't like this guy. This guy rubbed. This is not a good. Wait, those organizations aren't going to have success. How could the Marlins have success if what you're saying is accurate? That we wanted to get this guy the job so he would fail, so the owner wouldn't be in his ear. Yep. Why can't you just go talk to him? Why are you getting us going again?
Because I want to hear from Sandman after the game, So the Marlins yesterday lose to the Phillies 3-2. They're up 2-1 in the eighth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sandman, you know how he goes. He goes deep into these games, starts off the inning. He walks 2 batters. All right. Maybe he's getting a little gassy. Who knows?
Yep.
Then he gets a double play. 2 outs, runner on third. Don Mattingly has seen enough. He's not going to go with his ace. Brings in Okert. Lefty, long hair. I already don't trust him. First pitch, tie game. Base hit down the line. Game's tied. Marlins blow it in the ninth. And that's all she wrote. Didn't go down with your ace. All right. Didn't go down with your ace.
So I'm not an expert at this, but when you have a guy on third, you can let Sandy pitch and just tell him, don't give him a meatball.
Right.
And even if you walk him, it's first and second, and then you can make the change, right?
You could. Yeah, you can tell him.
Why would you make the change, then when you have some room for you have a little bit of room because Sandy doesn't really give up a lot of big shots.
First time he's had back-to-back walks since opening day.
Right.
So the guy usually has his control too. He got you could just tell after he got the double play, he was fired up. He's like, cool. I had that rare mistake that I've had this season. I've erased it. Let me get out of this inning. And they didn't. Don Mattingly pulls him. He then pummeled every water bottle that was in the dugout. He was pissed. So here's Sandy after the game, and he was not happy. He was not happy with Mattingly's decision, and he got angry when it was taken out.
When you get the double play, you're 1 out of the way, maybe even just 1 pitch away. Does that make it even worse? I mean, it was because it was 2 outs, not necessarily 1, or you only need 1 pitch potentially to get there.
After that double play, I think Donnie will let me finish the A, but I mean, I told him, let me finish. I say too late, but I got to repeat that.
Yeah, so Don Mattingly gave him the old no. And here's a little bit more from Sandman, who says he wanted to go out and finish it.
Yeah, just get a little hungry, because I just want to finish that inning. I mean, 2 walk in that inning, I just feel so bad for me, and I did that.
Is that the maybe most frustrated you've been being taken out of a game in your career?
Yeah, I think that's the first time that I do that in my career. I think I got to take it easy on that, because I think I don't have to do that because I know I got a more opportunity to do better.
I'm glad that he got frustrated. I don't want him to hide that stuff.
Right.
I think Don Mattingly needs to eat that a little bit. And then maybe Don doesn't care because it looks like he's got like the pulse of a raisin. Like you never see him get emotional about anything.
He's so laid back and nonchalant.
Always chill about everything. It's almost frustrating how relaxed he is. But I'm glad that Sandy showed his frustration. I thought it was dumb. I thought it was dumb in the moment. I was like, what are we doing here? We're taking the best player on our team. We're saying, you know what, dude? I'm going to give it to Okert. Sorry, Sandy. Okert. I'm giving it to him. He's got this. Don't worry. You're like, hey, just let me finish. Can I get through this? Like, I thought it was looking bad. I bounced back. I showed like a little bit of adversity. Let me get through this. Let me finish it. And they're like, no, sorry. God, baseball's the worst that way. And sometimes,
Yeah. They're just like, they play the numbers instead of the moment.
Right.
I hate that.
Feel it out. Feel it out.
That's why we used to love Jack McKeon. I felt it. I was feeling it.
Feeling it. You got to feel that. You got to feel that in your oats there, Don Mattingly.
By the way,
Jack McKean. I'm sorry, Leroy. He ripped me one time.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Oh, this was 03. I was covering the Marlins.
What'd you do?
I asked him a legitimate question.
What would you ask him?
Who was the reliever at the time? Alfonseca?
No, that's too early.
Oh,
Brandon Looper?
No, it was he had 6 fingers.
That was Alfonseca.
Yeah, it was Alfonseca.
You sure it wasn't Jim Leland who ripped you?
No, it was Jack McKean. It was traded Jack.
I don't think Antonio Alfonseca was on the Marlins then, dude.
Dude, take a look.
I'll look right now. Maybe he had a second stint and I'm forgetting.
It was one of the guys. There's one of the relievers.
Yeah, but there's only one with 6 fingers.
Well, anyway,
I know
put it this way.
you kind of limited your options there when you said the guy with 6 fingers.
Oh, you're right. He did come back. So you had an 05 stint. So we had Antonio Fonseca. He did come back in 05. I forgot about that. Okay, so you had Jack McKeon with a ring already. So you were ripping him back then in 05?
No, let's go to 03. No, this is the year they won.
He wasn't on the team then. He
Okay,
was on Chicago.
all right, who's the reliever in 03?
They had Braden Looper.
No,
They had Uga Urbina.
Was it Urbina? It might have been Urbina. Anyway,
they had, who else? They had a Fox. I know that Chad Fox was in the bullpen back then.
They're in the hunt, trying to get the wild card, and he used the reliever 6 times in 7 days.
Oh, burned him out.
Wow. They had a lead against, I want to say, the Diamondbacks. It was a Sunday afternoon. It was like they had a 4-run lead, and he brought them in, and they lost the game.
I'm very excited to go look at this game now.
And they lost the game. So I legitimately asked, I was like, hey, Jack, Skip.
Oh, wow, Skip.
Skip.
You call him Skip?
I called him Skip. I'm not going to call him Jack.
I
said, hey, Skip, you've used the reliever 6 times in 7 days. Do you think he's a little tired? I've never had an old man curse at me like that.
Wow.
Whoa.
He just gave you the business?
Gave me the business in front of all the reporters. And the sad part about it is all the reporters knew I was right.
You're the only one with the guts.
I had the guts. And he let me
How do you feel now with those guts? You still got petty for life with Jack McKeon.
Yeah.
Was it Armando Almanza?
Yes.
Because it sounds like Alfonseca.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I didn't trust Armando Almanza either.
Yeah, 6 times in 7 days.
So this was a game against the Diamondbacks.
It was like, I want to say September.
All right, let's
This
see.
is during the hunt.
The hunt.
They were trying to make the wild card, and they were winning. And
The last time they took on the Diamondbacks that season, still in the hunt at that time, they were 10 over, was against the Diamondbacks, but they swept them. So I don't think it was that.
Okay. It's definitely a loss in September.
Lost in September. All right. Well, it's going to be kind of hard to.
It's a Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon.
I'm giving you more.
Let's see. Oh, they played the Braves. It was against the Braves. Oh, they lost that 8-4. Man, really got to figure out this game.
I got to figure out the game. But yeah, they had a lead. He brought in the reliever. Reliever got rocked. They lost. Could have been a bad loss considering they were trying to get into the wild card. I asked him a legitimate question. And traded Jack, let me have it.
Wow, he gave you the business.
Huh? Oh, sunflower seeds spitting
I'm seeing this Sunday afternoon game. It looks like Braden Looper got the loss in that game. So maybe it was that one.
He might have gotten the loss, but he brought him in to
all right. I'm gonna have to open the box score then. We're gonna have to see.
So while you
was
look
it
for
Michael
that,
Tejeda? Blown save, Braden Looper. Interesting. All right. I'm going to dive in, Vlad. I'm going to find out what this game was. I'm going to find out what this game is.
So
I just know Trader Jack was ripping me a new, yeah.
And Dave South is also hot.
Why?
He said, I will not stand for an illegal box. The musical is about a barber that kills people and turn their bodies into meat pies. Seems pretty dark to me.
Nah. I mean, like
box yourself in.
He's a cartoon barber. Like it's happy to me. Like it's
cartoon.
It's as happy as you could make murder. You know.
What musical is sad?
His name is.
Are you guys serious right now?
Yeah, I am being serious.
Wow.
You know
what?
I'm just not gonna go. I'm not gonna go to anything that's.
I'm not going to a musical where they chop up bodies and make meat pies.
You're not.
That doesn't sound entertaining.
You're not gonna make something song and dance. You're not gonna make something song and dance and make me sad. It's not gonna happen.
Who sings when they're chopping a body up? Like that's just weird.
Right.
Sweeney Todd, very happily.
I mean, it's Johnny.
Johnny Depp. Anyway, the point is, I'm sorry that Jack McKeon yelled at you.
Yeah, no,
but I'm not sorry to Don Mattingly,
who
didn't have the guts yesterday. And you're lashing out, J-Fig. You're lashing out. You deserved your box.
I'm lashing out. No.
Yeah, there's no sad musicals.
False.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like when 4 friends get together and there's no sports.
Dade South is like, this is like saying there's no sad songs. Doesn't make sense. There's not when there's acting. When there's show tunes and there's dancing, it's not going to be sad.
I'm not going to listen to a sad song at the club.
Yeah.
You actually do. It's just covered in a bunch of upbeat
Nah.
beats. Yeah.
Nah, there's no
Yeah.
sad musicals.
When I'm
Okay.
at the club, they playing music to get me to dance. Not listening to
There
the
is
damn
dark meanings
words.
behind these songs, Leroy.
Is it? Yeah, but meaning and show tuniness. Like
No.
it can't have an up tempo tone to it, even if you have sad lyrics.
No.
Why are you looking at me like that, Leroy?
Because I thought I had a partner on my side, and then you said show tuniness.
Yeah.
And then,
You
like-
have to stay on my side, Leroy, because I don't say things
No,
like that.
no.
Yes.
First of all, every time Tobin supports me, it don't come across right.
No, you agree with me.
You
I
should
don't
agree with me. I was a
never.
music
I am
student here.
never. I am never gonna.
Because like
support
this is how it's
show
gonna go. It's gonna
tuniness.
go. If the Joker musical is like any musical, it's gonna go like, knock knock, who's there? The Joker. And then you're like, oh, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna feel like this is bad.
Wait, time out. First of all, redneck, have you ever been to a musical?
I've been to
Clearly,
two
none of you
musicals.
have.
That has nothing. No, what are you?
That's how they do it, dude. Like they open the scene. It's like
We're not talking about your kids' plays at
no,
school.
I'm telling you, dude. That's how musicals work. Like there's always a guy.
What's the
who
last
can't-
musical you've been to?
I went to Broadway. I saw Jersey Boys like way back in the day.
Oh,
Yep. Oh, didn't think I had that one in me, did you?
No, I did
Cultured.
I just think you Googled musicals.
No, I
Yeah.
swear to God, I saw it.
He is
Liar.
famous. He is famous for just Googling stuff and
Yeah, and then
And
when
reading
nothing is
Google
on my
and it not
side,
be
he refuses
accurate,
to
and
use
he
fakes
Google.
it.
It's going to be like there may be sad lyrics, but it's not. It's going to be impossible for it to be sad because it's in music form. Like it's going to be the Joker singing the song.
there's a sad song in Greece. That's after they dance for 45
Yeah,
minutes. They
exactly.
get
It's like
tired.
it's like
It's funny because I've gone to see Cats.
oh yeah, cats. Yeah, real sad. Oh, the sad life of alien felines. I'm truly moved. I'm a cat. Meow. You know, come on, dude.
Remember they did a live musical of Cats on TV?
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think
With a
Peter
bunch of
Swift was in it or
stars.
something, right?
Yeah. Did anybody
Yeah.
cry? Obviously not, because they look like freaks.
wow, you just ripping on musicals,
Dude,
man.
it's like, come on. I'm not gonna sit here and be told to be extra sad when they're singing your feelings to me. Come on.
Right.
I know.
J-Fig, if you
I'm
mad
so
at somebody,
triggered.
if you mad at somebody and you sing the reason why you mad, are they gonna take you serious?
Imagine
They better.
Sandy.
You should know what happens afterwards.
And they, like,
I'll give you a
if
point
I
for that,
was
Leroy.
Mick
That's a
Tobin and I say, I want to kick your ass. You think he's gonna take that
I'm not taking
seriously?
that
Yeah, with the clap. Encore.
Bravo.
And chop your
Bravo! They're gonna
throat.
stand up and yeah.
Right.
Imagine like Sandy Alcántara gets mad at Don Mattingly yesterday in song.
And he starts singing
Yeah.
in Spanish.
And Don Mattingly just goes,
Like,
If you start singing in Spanish, I'll be dying.
Don Mattingly's gonna go, ooh, you Bad Bunny?
Don Mattingly's gonna be like, too many pitches. Too many pitches. I had to make a switches. Sorry, Sandman.
Por qué? That would be Sandy. But why? That would be beautiful. Por qué? Por qué?
Is this opera
Por
or a musical? Exactly.
favor.
What is going on here?
Perfectly
I
fine
don't know.
English.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know.
so-
Just the two Spanish
I'm
words I
just
know,
waiting
I'm
for
just
a
saying.
dad to
But
pop
wait,
up out of nowhere.
Opera is just a musical without music, right?
What?
Opera
Opera?
doesn't have music, does it?
No, opera's just songs you can't understand. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Like another dark musical. A Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's a cartoon.
Your
Doesn't
living
count.
room is so frustrating.
What?
No.
You
Oh,
are
I'm sorry.
frustrating.
No, what's
I'm in
frustrating
pain
is
right
Sorry,
now.
When
No.
did you become Amber?
what's frustrating.
Highfalutin.
Yeah, what's frustrating is you've gotten your first boxing in a long time, and you're lashing out. That's what it is.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm just
You
trying to
guys
figure
are
out.
wrong.
Wait, JP, clarify. What was the last musical you went to? Exactly.
Cats.
How long ago?
I was on a cruise ship.
On a cruise
Wait.
ship.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys.
You
went
wasn't even
for
real cats.
on a cruise?
So you saw a musical on a cruise? There's no way that's sad.
That's the lowest form of musical
It's
there
sad
is.
because
You're
guess
right.
what? I went
they
to
want you
eat
to be
dinner
sad on
and
a
I
boat
wanted
in
a
the middle of the
nap,
water?
So I went to go watch cats and I fell asleep.
Jen, so you telling me
You fell
that
asleep. Yes.
Oh, forget it.
Come on, dude.
Right.
-1.
Right. Wait, I love the way you brought that to the table. I saw
like it.
cats.
Dade
saw
South
cats.
Dade South has been here defending you for an hour, and even he's like, "Damn it, that's what she brings." to the table." Cruise cats.
You're saying live, right? I mean, that was
There's
There's
live.
no way you're gonna have a
Hey.
sad musical on a cruise. People
Dade
might
South
want to
is
leave
cats
the
off
boat.
ship.